What's up guys, my name is Ace, and I'm back in Canada now. I just had a 24-hour journey from Norway to Canada. I'm a little bit jet lagged right now, so hopefully you can forgive that in this video. It's going to be a relatively quick one, and hopefully I make sense and don't sound too terrible. But when I got back, I had so many tweets and comments asking me to talk about the whole Glen Condrey and Michael Schofield situation, where they have actually left Sledgehammer Games. For those of you guys that don't know who Michael Condrey and Glen Schofield are, they were the studio heads at Sledgehammer. They actually started Sledgehammer Games together, and they were the co-heads of the studio. Well, just a couple days ago, we found out that they're actually leaving Sledgehammer Games, so they're no longer going to be with Sledgehammer, and they're taking positions as executives in Activision. Now, in this video, I don't want to get into a ton of speculation and stuff. There's a lot of people that are saying, oh, it's just like a nice way to get rid of them and get them off the Sledgehammer thing, so they're just transferring them over to Activision so it's nice and clean and stuff. And there's other people saying it's this huge promotion and they're going to end up being the CEOs of Activision. I honestly don't know what to think about that. I don't think they're going to be the CEOs of Activision by any means, but I'm not here to really speculate about that kind of stuff. I'm not interested in speculating about that. I mainly want to focus on the future of this game, Call of Duty World War II. Now that the leaders of the development studio have left suddenly in the middle of the life cycle of this game, what's going to happen to this game? I know a lot of people are immediately jumping on the worst, and it's like, oh my god, the game is over, it's crashed, it's done, there's no point in ever playing it again because the studio heads have left. And I think that's definitely an overreaction. Personally, I don't think we're actually going to see much change when it comes to CoD World War II. The new studio head is Aaron Halon, or Halon, I'm not too sure how to pronounce his name 100%. He's somebody that's been working at a higher level in Sledgehammer Games for many, many years. He's been in many different roles within the company, and he's played an integral part in shaping this game. So it's not like they just got rid of Condrey and Schofield and then found some new guy from a different company somewhere and just threw him in charge of this. It's somebody that's been working side by side with Schofield and Condrey and the rest of the development team to really shape and create this game. So this is one of the biggest reasons I feel we're not going to be seeing any major changes to this game. When it comes to events like the Resistance event or DLC, things like that, new weapons that are being added, most of this stuff has already been decided months ago. This is mapped out throughout the year. I feel like this stuff isn't likely to change, at least not significantly by any means. And as for individual gameplay decisions, I feel like these aren't going to be changing much either. I think a lot of people overestimate the role that a studio head plays in the little things within a game. Even though Condrey was often talking about things like spawns or sprints out times and stuff like that, those aren't the kind of things where it's just him calling the shots and making all the decisions. These are decisions that are made by the entire development team. Now, of course, the studio head will be trying to control the general direction that the game is going and everything like that, but since Aaron has been working at that high level already, I kind of feel like he's probably on board with the current direction of the game. Perhaps it will take a bit of a turn and start going a different direction, we don't know for sure, but I don't anticipate any large-scale changes to the gameplay of CoD World War II. The one thing I really want to find out about, and the one thing I'm a little bit concerned about with this, is what's communication going to be like. This is something that is absolutely in the hands of the studio head, or at least they have a huge role in this, and it's something that I feel like Sledgehammer was really doing bad at before the new year, and then after the new year, things were great for several weeks. We were getting almost daily updates talking about the game, various aspects of the game, and a lot of our concerns. And Condrey was directly involved with that. He was the one with those daily updates, or updates every few days at least. He was one of the guys that was actually speaking directly to us. And it's been pretty silent for the past week or two, and I think this is because they were going through that transitional phase, and therefore at that point Condrey was already in his new role, or already working towards his new role. We just hadn't found out about it yet. So I think that's why it's been quiet for the past couple weeks. I hope we get some more communication starting very, very soon here. I know a lot of the people that play this game are concerned with this big change, and I feel like we need some real concrete communication, not just the vague stuff like, oh, I'm taking over, I'm really excited for this role. I'm talking like actual in-game things. I want to hear if they're planning on taking things in a different direction, or if they're basically staying on course. What issues are they looking into right now? When are paint jobs coming? When exactly is Dom XL coming? I want specifics here, and it would be nice to know that they're on top of this. I'm pretty confident that they are, but they need to communicate that, and I really hope we get some more communication coming soon. On that same note of communication, I really hope Aaron is going to take it a little bit more seriously when it comes to communicating with the community. Condrey, a lot of the times when he was speaking to the community, he was trying to make jokes and stuff like that, but to a lot of the community, it didn't really come off in the right way. Many people saw Condrey as really full of himself, really arrogant, and a lot of the community got the impression that he didn't take us seriously, he didn't take our concerns seriously, because he was always trying to joke around, and he was always creating memes and stuff like that. I hope Aaron will take a bit more of a serious approach, really address our concerns. I mean, it's totally fine to joke around a little bit sometimes, but you have to do it in the right way, and I feel like Condrey often missed the mark here. So I'm really interested to see what communication's going to be like. Hopefully we hear directly from Aaron at some point, talking about specifics in the game. It would be great to see that he's on top of things, and there's nothing serious to be worried about when it comes to this game. And with that, that's pretty much everything I wanted to talk about in today's video. I'd like to know in the comment section below, what do you guys think about this change? Do you think I'm off on this? Do you think there's going to be some massive changes made to the direction of the game? Or do you think they're pretty much just going to be staying on the same course and we aren't going to see a significant change in game? If you enjoyed the video, a like rating is always appreciated, and don't forget to subscribe for more if you haven't already. I'll talk to you guys next time.